How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's going on? For anybody that's pulling up on IG, go ahead and pull up on YouTube. Go ahead and get it together. We should be live. We should be live. We should be live. Whew. Now give me a minute to get myself together. Just woke up. Good evening. This first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. I like to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I still want to say welcome. But I also want to give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, hanging out with me, my homeboy Spidey back here, and my sweetie over there in the corner. Thank you so very much for hanging out with us every single day. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. Who am I? I'm nobody, just some dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida that learned the skill that changed my life. And I just want to share it with everyone that I meet. The easiest way for me to do that is right here on Al Gore's internet. If you don't know, I go live every day, Monday through Friday, that is, twice a day, once in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, where we live stream together and we do what we call the overnight price action. We talk about what we anticipate price doing for that day, what trades we anticipate taking, what we plan on entering, what we expect price to do based off of reading the price action, right? Then we get together again at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, and we do a price action recap so we can look and see, hey, did price do what we expected? Did it not do what we expected? Were we right? Were we wrong? What do we learn? We do that every day, Monday through Friday. If it sounds like something you want to do, hey, come hang out with us. Join us every day. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're on our way to 2,500 on a mission to get to 2,500 subscribers. We're almost there. Thank you very much for helping us get there. We're somewhere around 2270, 2276, somewhere around. It's 2270 something. We're close to 2,500. People be like, 2,500, that's nothing. That's a whole lot to me. Because last month alone, we got, what was it? Oh, my phone is over here. Can't use my phone, but I think we, like 137 new family members. Say we gained 137 subscribers over the last month. 137. There's no way little Timmy Rogers, a kid from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, would have ever thought that he would have the opportunity to help influence 137 people in 1 month. That's crazy. That's like, and just think about, like, last month was February, right? 28 days in the month, 137 people. That's more than 10 people a day that, like, want to hear what I gotta say. Little Timmy Rogers could never imagine that. Big Timmy Rogers can't imagine that. I'm just some simple dude, man. I ain't nobody special. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Spider Gang. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Spider Gang for pulling up every day. Excuse me. Shout out to the Spider Gang for pulling up every day, man. I'm just your friendly neighborhood retired, man. Trying to tell people to focus on the discipline over dollars. That's all I do. The discipline. Speaking of the Spider Gang, y'all see the logo. Yeah, I designed this myself. You couldn't tell me I wasn't doing something with the spider with the O. You couldn't tell me I wasn't doing something when I designed that. What's going on, man? Let's see who in the chat for a second, man. Who up in here? Here to learn to share, of course. What's up, Randa? look who's early to the party today. What's up, Tranisha? What's going on, Mendez? What's up, Tume? My sweetie up in here. Lover. Math ain't mathing tonight. What? Man, what you talking about, man? My math is mathing. Whatever, man. Get off my live, man. My math stay mathing. You hear me? Hey, man. Let's dive into the price action. See what's going on. This is today's price action. This is where we closed at yesterday. right here. And this is we closed that today. Right? So you know what that means? We ain't really do nothing. We ain't really do nothing. So looking at the from the New York close yesterday, this is the New York close here. Boop. Right? And this is the New York close for today. That little bitty space right there. What is that? 89 to 95. That's less than 10 points. What is that like? That's not even 6 points right there. That's 5. And what's that? 5 3/4 points from 89.50 to 95.25. What's that like? 5 3/4 points. Look at them. A whole 5 3/4 points different. Right? We went down, we went up, we went down, we went up, we went down, we went back up. Right there. 5 3/4 points. A whole bunch of moving around for nothing. Just like a fish. You know, when a fish get out the water, they be like this right here. That's what Price did today. Floundered. Price just floundered today. Overnight throughout the New York. It just floundered. It didn't do much. I like to call that an everything and nothing day. I get that from my financial advisor, Dustin. Well, Tim, what do you mean by everything and nothing day? Glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. If I put it on daily candles, right? Huge, large range day yesterday. And then today, that's all we got. Everything and nothing. We had back to back. Everything, nothing, everything, nothing. All right. Back to back. Shout out Tranisha. Tranisha says she got her shirt. Shout out Tranisha. If y'all don't know what Tranisha talking about, if you want a shirt similar to this, don't matter. We got several. Discipline over dollars. Trade what you see. I got options. I buy them, I sell them. I'm not a bull or a bear. I'm a beast. Yeah, I think that's it. No. Go to the newtlr.com and get you a shirt. Get you a shirt. Get you a cell phone case. Just don't buy that freaking water bottle. That water bottle costs more money to. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I like drinking water, right? But the only reason why I got water bottles on my site is because, like, a lot of people from the Come Up series used to like to talk about sipping water. So that's why I put water bottles on my site. Them freaking water bottles. It costs more to ship that water bottle. I said that trade what you see. I got option discipline over dollars. Not bull up bear, my beast. Trade what you see. Hey, I guess that's it. Why did I think I had more sayings than that? I guess that's it. But this freaking water bottle right here, this freaking water bottle right here costs more money to get this water bottle than to ship this water bottle than it do to actually buy the water bottle. That's why I'd be like, don't buy the freaking water bottle. And I just got the water bottle. I just got the water bottle on there. Got an anime version. Because like I say, like, you know what I'm saying? Back all the people everybody I knew from the Come Up series, they just so much love with the sipping of the water. I'm gonna sip my water. Love the sipping of the water. So that's why I put them on there. This freaking water bottle costs so much money. I love the hoodies. No one seems to like the hoodies but me. No one, like back when it got cold, no one bought hoodies. No one likes the hoodies. I don't know why. No one likes the hoodies. But the t-shirts go crazy. They love the t-shirts. And I'm going to tell you like this right here. We don't get to the price action. I don't know if the people making these female shirts are like trying to body shame the big girls. My mom a big girl. I love big women. My mom's a big girl. My mom's she's a good 4 or 5Xer. Good 4 or 5Xer, easy. But I'm constantly getting emails from my store saying, we have discontinued another product in your shop. I can almost guess what it is before I even go look at it. Before I even go look at it, I already know to come to a female shirt, go to 2X, and it's going to say sold out. It's going to say, all I got to do is come to the store and go to, see how I just clicked on a shirt, came to the store and went to 2X. It's going to say sold out. You know why I say sold out? Because they're constantly discontinuing the 2X's in the female sizes, right? They'll have small through extra large, but some of the shirts you might see, it don't even have a 2X option for the women, because I'm constantly getting emails and they're constantly discontinuing. And it ain't not just sold out. They stop making them. They stop making the 2X's. So is it that they discriminating against the big girls, or are the big girls just buying that much? No, they ain't buying that much because they discontinuing them. I'm constantly getting emails. Another product that you're selling is out in your store. Please update and look for a substitute. I don't want a substitute. I already did the research on these and they feel good on your skin. I don't want something else. Keep making them. Now, since we're on Al Gore's internet, yes, the green hoodies are fire. I don't even have a green hoodie myself, but the green hoodies are fire. They are fire. The green shirts are fire. I love the green shirts. That green just be greening. Hey, since we're on Al Gore's internet, stop getting distracted, Tim. Let's go over here and see what our homegirl Spyleen did. For those who don't know who Spyleen is the SPY, the ETF that tracks the performance of the S&P 500 around here. I like to call her Spyleen. Wrote a song for her. Want to hear it? Here it go. If you know the words, sing it with me. Spyleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? Hey, dollar. Get off my screen. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Oh, Spyleen, what did you done do? Spyleen has come down and taken out the sell side liquidity, resting below yesterday's low. Drop down below our monthly box equilibrium between the February high and the January low. That's our monthly box. It dropped down into a slight discount on the monthly level. As you see, we got up here, took out the buy side liquidity above the March 3rd high, got a nice rejection. Did not give me the entry that I like to take, as far as, once we hit a target to the upside or downside, I like to see the rejection. And then the next day, I like for it to give me an opportunity to pop up into the premium if I'm trying to go short, and then get my puts, or pop into a discount if I'm trying to go long and get my calls. Didn't afford me that opportunity during the New York session, right? It did pop up a little, but it popped up before the New York session opened, and it commenced to sell off. Just like I said the other day, if you had taken the Risky Randy, Reckless Rachel entry, where you get in as soon as it hits your PDub rate, and I don't want anybody to think I'm saying like, oh, it's more risky to take it like that. It's just not the confirmation entry, right? It's the entry. You're taking it when the train is coming at you full steam ahead. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way, I trade futures. Sometimes I take it when it's coming full steam ahead. Pause. Right? But if you took it off that entry It is a beautiful short as of now. How much further can it go down? I don't know. Am I expecting it to maybe revisit this fair value gap? I don't know. We'll see. And why do I say I don't know? Because as we talked about yesterday, price just melted past this area right here. Because if you look over in this direction right here, all of this area right there is a balanced price range. And how do we know that it's balanced? Because price took off away from there. The body, all of the bodies and the spaces and everything got the opportunity to get an overlap up in here where I'm moving my mouse. And then once price leaves that area, that lets you know that this area is now a balanced price range. The move out lets you know, yes, it is balanced. I know it looks balanced. It looks like it has been repriced and all of that right there. But when it leaves, now I know it's rebalanced, right? So when price came back through it, it just melted right through it. Nothing you can do to make price go up yesterday. It just conveniently melted all the way down to equilibrium, right? And then today we dropped down, took out the sell side, went up to the weekly equilibrium, and then melted back down close to and right pretty much in between the weekly equilibrium and the monthly equilibrium. So we are still in the middle of the road. Let's go over here to the ES and see if we can make sense of today's not so exciting price action. Please excuse the copious amounts of new week opening gaps that's on my screen. Move those out of the way. As you see here, man, when I said it popped up into a premium, but it did it overnight. See the little wick up. Let's see if we made it to consequent encroachment on that wick. Nope, we didn't. We didn't make it a consequent encroachment. So we popped up into a premium and then dumped, right? So if you was looking to, go short, if you was up during the time when it popped up there, that would have been a beautiful short based off of us coming up to this volume imbalance / new week opening gap. It should be a new week opening gap there too. Boop. Yes, and it is, right? We came up here to the new week opening gap, and volume imbalance is actually 2 new week opening gaps. One from over here on, get out the way, children, holding hands, from over here on between Friday, January 27th and January 30th, and then the one in between February 17th and February 21st. The 2 new week opening gaps are right there, and the volume imbalance, the weekly volume, daily volume imbalance right there. We came up to it, rejected off of it. The next day, popped up into a premium and sold down, right? The Risky Randy, Reckless Rachel entry, hold it overnight, let it keep going. The next day, you pop up to a premium, go short up in here, ride it down. It gave you the opportunity on the futures, but did not give that opportunity on the options. Now, let's look at where we are now. We've come down and we've traded down into what? What is this right here? Let's go and see. Let's go and see. Move out the way, new week opening gaps. Come here, TDA. Top-down analysis, if you will. Okay. So we have come down into a daily bullish order block right here. I'm utilizing just the last candle. Technically, the entire order block is here. That's the entire order block. We talked about this yesterday on the live. I think I was talking to Marcia specifically, or should I say directly. For all the black spiders, somebody asked me to make it a gym. Can't remember who it was, but we was talking about breakers and order blocks, and when do you rely on it being a breaker, rely on it, what makes a breaker in an order block, and then when do you want to rely on it to be an order block? When do you want to rely on it to be a breaker? I just gave my take on it. Not saying I'm 100% correct, but the way I get it from ICT is certain times when he just ignores the PDA and looks at it as a speed bump, and then when he really gives some oomph to it, say, yes, this is going to be an order block, this is going to be a breaker, this is going to be a fair value gap. It's certain times when he gives a little bit more oomph to it. And so I shared my thoughts on that. But this right here is technically the entire order block, right? Why is that? Because as we're coming down to take out this sell side liquidity right over here below Friday the 24th, we got 2 consecutive down candles right there in between these up candles here, and then we get the payout after we run this sell side liquidity coming down there. We got the payout, right? So this is technically the order block here. We came down to an area of liquidity, and then we got a reversal of opposite liquidity with some aggression. And if you go back, if you don't recall what I'm talking about, now this right here, I'm doing this little piece here because the price action didn't do a whole lot. So I just want to talk and try to share stuff with anybody who's new to ICT concepts, with anybody who really doesn't have a good grasp of them yet. And I can't leave out my plum lazy folk. Yep, got to include the lazy folk too. So if you go back and remember, inside the ICT lingo playlist, I have my understanding of all the PD arrays. I give it to you exactly how ICT says it, and I give you my understanding of it. I want to trade slides, right? And so let's go here to order blocks right there, right? So looking at the order bleezies, that's ICT's definition right here. Let me see. The lowest candle of the price with a down close that has the most range between open to close and near a support level, right? The lowest candle, you know what I'm saying, near support level. That's why a lot of times I go with the last close candle, but it can be consecutive. That's why a lot of times I go with the last one with the biggest body, right? I'll look at the one with the biggest body, the lowest close, the consecutive. It's a feel thing. Right? And so it says when the high of the lowest down close candle or price bar is traded through by a later formed candle or price, right? Then you go to the entry technique, right? So that's when ICT, how he break it down, right? So the way I break it down, you know, he used a lot of words in there, right? So this is how I break it down, right? When the price trades to a support or resistance level, because you can do it up or down, right? Support level. What is that support level? Sell side liquidity, another order block, a fair value gap, any kind of area of liquidity that price is attacking. It's attacking, right? Is attacking price at some point of support, right? It can be a previous, like I say, order block, because when we trade up through an order block, when we come back down to, or we trade up through a PD array, I shouldn't say order block. We trade up through a PD array. When we come back down to it, we're expecting that PD array to act as support, right? Coming down to an area of support, liquidity, we're attacking it, right? Then is met with contrarian distribution, aka the payout. What is contrarian distribution? If you're selling down, you get heavy buying up. That's contrarian distribution. If you're selling up, you get heavy. If you're buying up, you get heavy selling down, aka the pine cow, right? Then the high or low of that candle is violated right there. So you came down to an area of support, got the pine cow, the last down close candle or consecutive candles, right? You got one in between these two greens. If it was two red blacks right there, then you would count those two. But I typically try to go with the last, but it's technically both right before the pine out, right? And that's just what it looked like in price action. And see right here, you notice right there, it's coming up to where a fair value gap, right? So when you're coming up to a bearish fair value gap, you're expecting it to act as resistance. So you came up to an area of resistance, fair value gap acting as resistance, right? Heavy sell side distribution. The pike out, right? Got you a little fair value gap in there. Leaving that pike out. You took off so fast, you got a fair value gap in there because you got a big sibby right there, right? So there you go. That's the order block. In this one here, these two candles right there would technically be the entire order block. But like I say, most time I'll just use the last up close, but technically it's those two. So, Tim, why did you get off on a tangent talk about order blocks? I do not know. I do not know. Y'all know how I get when I start freestyle. I'm just freestyling this stuff, and it just be coming out. So, cat dog it. There you go. So, I just wanted to break that down for all of my weebulations. Looking at the order block that we came to, if you look at the entire order block, I just noticed this. We came to the mean threshold. For anybody who don't know what the mean threshold is, that's just 50% of a reference point. 50% of an imbalance is consequent encroachment. 50% of a reference point, like an order block or a breaker or a mitigation block, something that's not an imbalance, that's mean threshold. And then ICT just recently dropped Event Horizon. That's 50% in between new week opening gaps. I wonder what other new names he's going to give us. Do y'all see the pattern with the whole algorithmic stuff? It's all broke down in half and full deviations, right? You got half, everything plays out in half and full deviations. Because if you look at the entire price range and then you break it down into quadrants, equilibrium is just half of the full range. And then when you break down the quadrants are just half of the halves. So it's like everything is just doubling. It's doubling. When you writing out like code and stuff, you got numbers, they hold values of, like, you can have like a double, that's like a certain type of input, you know what I'm saying? And then when you start to you have like stuff get squared, you know what I'm saying, that's it times it, and then you have stuff get halved. So everything is like working out into like quarters and halves and 3/4 and wholes, and look at the stuff like that. I like math. I always been good at math, so I just noticed that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We came down today to the mean threshold of this daily order block right here. Got a nice rejection off of that, right? So we opened up, melted down. We opened the day at 39.90, right? Melted down to the mean threshold of the daily order block that we reached, right? And then pushed all the way back up and closed the day at 39.98.25, right? Got up as high as 4,325, but we ended the day 8.25 points up from where we opened the day. Yes, last night at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So last night at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, a little over 24 hours ago, let's say 25 hours ago at this very moment, the market opened up, and then at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today, we closed 8.25 points up from where we opened up 23 hours prior. A whole lot of moving around just to seal the deal with an 8-point move. Because no matter what's going on during them 23 hours, until 5 o'clock hits, all of it is just monopoly money. Once 5 o'clock hit, that's how much money we made or lost on the day. Not us, because depends on if we close position. I'm just talking about for that daily candle. Now that we done talked about a whole lot of stuff and broke down a whole lot of things and tried to help a whole lot of people understand some stuff, right? Let's go see what price did today. Let's look at 15-minute candles, right? We're going to look at 15-minute candles to see what price did today, right? So the entire day, starting at the open right here, we spent the entire day inside the top quarter of this order block, right? Let's do this. Let's break it down like this, and so we can see exactly what price did. Since I was talking about quadrants and all that, let's do that. I want to see. I'm curious about that now because I haven't even looked at that myself. We're doing something special together. Quads. I got all kind of stuff set on my I got consequent encroachment and mean threshold. That's for my Fibonacci's, right? This Fibonacci that I keep pulling out right here. Let me close all this stuff off so you can see. This Fibonacci right here that when I pull it out, you say, "Hey, Tim, your Fibonacci looks kind of weird, my guy." What? Hey, Fibonacci, what you doing over here? Are you supposed to be there? Wrong one. Are you supposed to be there, Fibonacci? I don't know if you're supposed to be there. I'm going to delete you because I don't know if you're supposed to be there. Okay, right? So this Fibonacci I got here, you like, Tim, yours look funny. You only got like one line on there. Let me explain why. Because I'm using my what's call these things? Template. I'm using my consequent encroachment or mean threshold template. And what is that? It only shows me the 50%, the halfway through, right? ICT, don't know what that is. Oh, that's supposed to be ICT. That's supposed to be OTE. Why does that say ICT? Why does that say IC? How do you rename it? Okay, that's OTE. All right, and then so I got consequent encroachment mean threshold OTE. That has the ICT OTE entry areas right there, 50%, 62, 70, and 79%, right? Then I have quads, right? Quads is just breaking down, like I was talking about before. You're breaking down the PD array that you're looking at into quadrants, right? It just has 0, 25%, 50%, 75%, and then 100, right? I just have the prices put it in there. I don't want to see the labels also, but if you wanted to see the labels, you could just say show labels. I think it's got levels, show levels. If you hit show levels, see how it's got the percentages there now, 1%, 75%, 50, 25. But I just be wanting the price on there so I can see what the price is at those levels. Right. So we're going to put it in the quadrants. Right. We're going to turn the TWA back on. We're going to extend this to the right so that I can see when I drop lower, extend right. Okay, so now my quadrant lines are extended to the right. So now we can go in and look, see at what I was talking about. Now we're going to drop down to 15 minutes. Get out the way. We're going to go down to 15 minutes. Did we do 15 minutes or 5? Were we on 5? Well, 15. We're going to go to 15 minutes, right? So, looky, who got the cookie? So, from yesterday, right here at the open at 6 o'clock p.m., this right here would be the 6:15 candle on NinjaTrader. But the 6 o'clock candle, if you look, we skated across the 25% level, right? The first quarter. I'm just gonna say first quarter because depending on which way you pull your fib, it's either gonna show you a 75% or 25%. So I'm gonna say the first quarter. We skated across the first quarter from the Asian and from the Sydney Open through the Asian, all the way through the London, all the way to the New York. So all the way to the New York at we started jumping around a lot at 10 o'clock, right? When Powell started talking. But up until Powell started talking, we skated across the first quarter of that daily order block, right? Remember that big dark, that square, that rectangle we're in, that's that daily order block. We're on a 15-minute. If I zoom it out so you can see the candles real good, like zoom, so shrink it up so it's tiny like that. I'm just doing like this because right now the candles ain't really important, right? Just looking at where we played around at, right? So we came down yesterday. Then after we closed and open, we just skated right there along that 25%, right? Started pushing up a little bit around 4:30. We pushed up, came close to the top of the order block, filling in. It looked like a fair value gap right here. I can't see it really good, but I'll blow it up and check it in a minute, right? Fair value gap there. I'm gonna put a line there so I remember to go look back at that, right? Then we came back down below that 25%, hit yesterday's low, right? Pushed back up, came up and poked above, taking out the buy side. The buy side above the London high. And that was at the 10:30 candle. That'll be the 10:45 candle for NinjaTrader, right? Bounced off that quarter again, pushed back up again above that high. Looked like we made relative equal highs. Might have been wick for wick. 4,325, 4,325, wick for wick, set equal highs right there on that 11:45. That'll be the 12 o'clock candle on so the 12th, the 10:45, 10:30 there, that'll be 10:45, and then 11:45, that'll be 12 o'clock, right? And then we melted down, came all the way down, just ran down and took out the sell side, stopping just below the mean threshold, pushed back up above yesterday's low, came back down, fell short of the mean threshold. Then toward the end of the day at the 3:30 candle, that'll be the 3:45 candle, we took off with a pow and came all the way back up, falling short of the daily high, and just ended out the day there. And you can see where we kind of fiddle-faddling around at right now, starting to pull back a little bit, looking like we're going to pull back and try to get another push. I don't know. Now let's zoom it out a little bit and see exactly what PD arrays we hit. But as you see, we stuck around that first quarter or that first quadrant of that daily fair value gap. And looking at that high that I spoke about on at 6 o'clock, making the overnight high, the London high right there, because we made a London high there. Then we took out the London high on that 6 o'clock / 6:15 candle. And we did come up and fill in that SIBI right there. We had a SIBI right there that we went up and we finished filling it in, right? Touched that bearish order block right there. Touch that bearish order block right there. And then is that bearish? Is that bearish? No, that would have been bullish, but because it's we came here, that would have been a bullish order block for there, but we came down and we touched the bottom of that bullish order block. But like we say, once we get to the opposite side of the order block, we expect it to be resistance. So that bullish order block turned bearish, right? Because it came down, it was a bullish order block there when we traded up past the top, but we quickly sold off, right? We quickly sold off after that. It didn't stay a bullish order block for long. It was one of them times where it was just a roadblock. You know what I'm saying? It was just a roadblock because we actually traded up through it, but it was just a roadblock. It wasn't time for it to be used. But once we came back up to it, stopped us in our track and it acted as resistance. Okay. So 10:45, we took out the buy side, rejected off of it, fiddle-faddled around again right there at the first quarter of that order block, right? Pushed up again, set equal highs. Once we set them equal highs, we melted down, fiddle-faddled for about 45 minutes at the first quarter of the order block, came down, took out the sell side liquidity right there at the mean threshold, right? Push back up to this fair value gap, right? Push back up into that fair value gap, pull it back down, stopped just short of the mean threshold. Then we got the pow, creating a huge BISI, and then finishing out the day with an up close candle right there. And then we just fiddle-faddled around after. This is the last hour, and then this is once we opened up here with a slight pullback. That's it, man. Wasn't nothing really exciting. I just tried to talk through the price. I was freestyling all of that. Hopefully I helped somebody out to kind of see some stuff. I didn't get a chance to watch price today. I was busy pretty much all day. I didn't get a chance to look at ICT's live. I think he went live. I'm not 100% certain, but I think he went live. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was busy all day. And with that, man, I'm gonna put this back on what I like to keep it on. And then I'm gonna go to the chat, see if anybody got anything. And if don't nobody have anything, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, because we've been on here for 45 minutes. And we're well above the 30 minutes that I like to try to stick to. Mathing, yes it is. See him shirt, yep. Hoodie, my favorite, yep. Same, okay. Yo, what's up, Lil Hulk? What's up, Stacks? Fractal, okay. Algo reset after clearing out 2 previous days' lows. Okay. Did you name it ICT? Oh, did you name it ICT for maybe it his fib levels, because he did show us fib level there? He showed them fib levels way back in the day. I got them fib levels from him on, I want to say it was like on one of his OTE videos, like way back in the day, before he dropped any of the 2022 mentorship, before he dropped any core content. This was like back in 2020. This was back in 2020 now. And I want to say the OTE videos, I think he put them out like back in like 2018 2018, 2019, probably further back than that. But that's where I get it from. And those are his levels. Those his levels. And I think I might have been saying ICT OTE, because I think that's what I called it. And what's the name? Happy International Women's Day to all the women in the chat. Appreciate that, baby. That's it. I don't see anybody with nothing. If ain't nobody got nothing, that's it. We're gonna call it. Y'all already know the drill when it comes to weeks like this right here. It's a lot of manipulation in the market. We had the Fed chair speaking 2 days in a row. You know what I'm saying? One day we dumped and went all the way down to a certain, they just used the price. They used that news to manipulate price down to a certain point. You know, now it's just one of the things where it's time to wait to see what price do. Tomorrow, what will tomorrow bring? Will it offer an opportunity? I don't know. Y'all already know ICT take on it. It's like, you know, on non-farm payroll weeks, he ain't trying to take no trades after Wednesday morning. And he definitely ain't trying to take no trades once the market gets to his target, right? And if for anybody who don't know, his target for this week was for the dollar to make it to a volume imbalance to the upside. It was a volume imbalance that he was waiting for the dollar to get to right here. This volume imbalance right there, that was his target. Oh my goodness. Right there. That was his target. That was his upside target. That was his target for the dollar to get to that volume imbalance right there. That was his target. The dollar made it there overnight, last night. Right? That's today's candle on the dollar. So his weekly target was for the dollar to get there. Once the dollar got there, the ES, once the dollar got there, the ES got here, filled in this fair value gap, and got down into this order block right here. So the dollar got up to that volume imbalance. The ES got down to this order block. So the dollar has filled the volume imbalance. I think it looked like it went maybe one tick above. Click that there. So the high on that is 105.878. I don't know how to read the dollar. And then the high on this right here is 105.883, right? So I don't know how to read the dollar moves, but it looks like it's like maybe one tick above. See that little skinny little point sticking right above that. It's barely anything sticking above. Look like it's one tick above, right? So one tick above the volume imbalance, and then the ES got down to that order block. He was saying that was his target the other day when he was on live. And I already know whenever stuff hit his weekly target, he be good. He ain't trying to trade. He may still read the price, but he ain't trying to trade once it hit his weekly target. That's one of the reasons why when you be like, hey, it already hit my target, so I'm just chilling. That's one of the reasons why I'm like that, because that's something that I learned from him. I was like, hey, that's discipline over dollars, right? So, but I'm still going to be watching price to see what price gives me, see if price give me any entries, but I ain't chomping at the bit to just jump into no trades. I ain't chomping at the bit to jump in no trades, but I just love watching the price. I'm still going to watch the price every day to see how it play out, because at the end of the day, the more you watch the price, the more that Mandarin go to making sense, right? The more that Mandarin go to making sense, the more you watch it. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you, ladies, for all you do for us. Yes, that is the truth, Robinson. DR recap video coming up. Like, shout out to homie Robinson. The homie Robinson got a YouTube page. For anybody who don't know, for anybody who not in the Discord, the homie Robinson got a YouTube page where he be talking about DR stuff, DR and IDR stuff. And I ain't gonna hold you. I don't look at them every day, but I try to go out there and watch them and support. I try to go out there and watch them and support. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't look at them every single day. I ain't gonna play like I do. But I do try to go out and support the homie page. And plus it be like good information. He be giving out good information. This is a link. This is a link to his YouTube channel, right? And he go out there and he be breaking down. See right there, I only watched 2 of them, right? I only watched 2 of them. I don't know why it got like the red line way over here, because I looked at the whole videos. Maybe I went back to it to do something in it where it left off the second time, because I'm like, I looked at the whole videos because I be chiming in. So I only watched 2 out of the 5. But anyway, he be giving out good information, man. It'd be good. Who not in the Discord? That's obviously
And
lead a little bit.
price kind of had been moving up kind of all morning.
And
then we had a
he be be grinding on my ear nubs too. I don't feel bad.
And we confirmed right around 10:30ish, I'm assuming. And
but
so what
go out there and support the homie channel. If y'all don't already know, go pull up. If you want to learn about the DR and IDR stuff, he got it down to a science, man. I was really
and so that's what happened.
Gung-ho into the DR, IDR stuff when I first got put onto it, right?
Broke below the IDR,
but my mind just won't let me give that much attention to something else, right? It worked. I already seen it proven that it works very well with the ICT concepts. I've seen him use it. I've seen I can't remember the other dude name. It's not the master. It's another dude that I saw inside the master's Discord that he be doing videos, and they be not comparing, but like using it along with ICT concepts. Like just say if it's like a fair value gap at the DR high or the IDR high, and it give a confirmation to the upside, they'll go like long off of that, or they'll do like a retirement trade if it's like something
to the ICT aspect of it, but it's gap here.
Is it loud or is it
formed a fair value gap? Next candle came back up, retested it. Could have got in here, could have got in, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities for me to get in, which I didn't take any of those. And then the next part, which is toward the end of the day, and I think I did put this in the Discord around.
But yeah, so that right there. Shout out Todd for joining the membership. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you for joining the membership. Like I always say, it's speaking of memberships, let me go see if there's anybody I need to shout out. Go support the homie Robinson, man. That's all I'm saying for Eric, because he put it in the Discord, and I know everybody that be tapping in don't be in the Discord. I think we still need like 5 more people to vote in the Discord so I can, but it's still, it's only going to be opened up to the channel members. So if you're not a channel member, then you still won't be in the Discord. Not saying that you got to go sign up for a channel member, because the Discord, like I say, I started using it as a tool just to reach out to people, and then the Discord quickly turned into something else on its own because of okay, Todd, that's the last person. It for people like yourself, like everybody that's in the Discord, y'all gave the Discord a life of its own. It's a place that I've always wanted to be a member of. It's, you know what I'm saying, a judgment-free place where like-minded people is just like sharing good information. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of community I always wanted to be a part of. I'm like, man, I love what the community has turned into. It's nothing that you got to feel FOMO about, because, you know, everything that I share there, I share here. It's never been a time where I've shared anything in there that I don't share here. Erica is the last one. So we shouted out the 1 month badges. We shouted out the 1 month badges because Erica's still the last one. Let me look at the 2 month badges. We got some more. Shout out Thomas Chun. Oh, it got a fancy dancing badge. Father of Legends got a fancy dancing badge. And everybody else with the fancy dancing badges, man. I appreciate y'all. For anybody who don't know, if you got a green circle with 2 stars, that means you've been supporting the channel for in a financial way for longer than 2 months, less than 6 months. If you got a blue, light blue with a 1 star, you've been supporting the channel in a financial way for longer than a month, less than 2. And if you got a blue badge, you've been supporting the channel in a financial way for less than a month. Shout out everybody that's been supporting the channel in a financial way. It's totally unnecessary, but I stop and take the time to thank everybody that reaches the next milestone and thank everybody that joins because it's appreciated. I offered the memberships as a way of give people an opportunity to give back in a financial way. I'm still gonna get on here and share my thoughts for free. The only difference that the memberships afford you is some more of my time outside of what I would do. Like y'all see, I'm always giving more of my time because I'm supposed to be doing 30 minutes. I'm supposed to be doing 30 minutes every live stream, and every live stream I'm on here for an hour. You know what I'm saying? But the channel members, they do get more of my time, like on Sundays. And then the Black Spider members, they get a chance to live stream with me every day during the morning session for the New York session. You know what I'm saying? And because I got so much love for y'all, I started waking up and trading to London for my own personal trading so that I can devote all of my attention to just walking through the price action with you all. And again, it's not a call out service. It's not a trade room. It's just like-minded people hanging out together, watching the charts, your way to give back to me and my way of continuing to giving back to you. Hey, man, last couple comments, then we're going to close it out. It's a gang of spiders. Yeah, feel me. Videos are only on YouTube because they're too big for Discord. Yes, Discord, it it won't let you unless you like pay for like Discord Nitro or whatever it's called. It won't let you upload videos. Like I actually paid for, I did like a yearly I did a year subscription for like, I think it's called Discord Nitro, so that I can upload videos to the Discord. But you know what I'm saying? It's really not necessary. I just do it because, like I was saying, I was using the Discord as a way to just reach out to people fast. And if I wanted to share a quick video, it wouldn't let me upload it. So I had to buy the yearly subscription thing so I can upload the videos. But it ain't necessary. Use YouTube. Hey, man. God trying to tell you something. You good at it. You do a good job, man. How you like London? I like London. I just be tired. I don't like getting up that early. Even though I get up that early a lot of times with the old man bladder, but I don't like having to get up that early. But I like how the London move. I like how it move. It's much slower than the New York. You know what I'm saying? But I like how it move. I done been on here over an hour because my Instagram just stopped. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. Hey, I appreciate all of y'all, man. As always, y'all know I like to end it. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can say today. Let your loved ones know that you love them while you got the opportunity to do so. Don't wait until tomorrow don't come. Because once tomorrow don't come, it's too late. It's too late. Don't just say it. Don't just show it. Say it, show it, and confirm it. Because ain't nobody promised tomorrow. You might be that loved one that's not here tomorrow, and then the other loved ones are grieving you. You know what I'm saying? Or you may haven't resolved something with a friend or a family member. Go resolve that, man. Don't let tomorrow not come and you haven't resolved that. That's a pain you don't want to live with. I know a lot of us feel like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no punk, ain't no sissy, ain't no punk, ain't no sissy. Hey, resolve it, man. Resolve it. God is too good to us for us to hold grudges against each other. Hey, I don't know if God been doing in your life what he been doing in mine, but I can't do nothing but get on Al Gore's internet and give him the glory. You know what I'm saying? Healthy family. We financially stable. You know what I'm saying? He brought my wife through that wilderness with her job. You know what I'm saying? And she's at a place of peace again. My grown daughters are doing good. They're financially stable. They healthy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that I don't want grandkids, but I ain't got no grandkids right now. But if I did have grandkids, I know they'll be okay too, because you know he got a hedge around us right now. And even he took that hedge down, I pray that he give me the you know what I'm saying, the faith of Job, the patience of Job, that I can keep praising him like I praise him now, because it ain't always good. People look at me and my wife and think it ain't always good with me and my wife, but God is good and my wife is amazing, man. Get it right. Get it right with your family members. Get it right with your friends, because ain't nobody promised tomorrow. Nobody promised tomorrow, man. Don't just say it. Don't just show it. Say it, show it, and confirm it. Speak in their love language so they can receive that love that you're trying to share with them. I appreciate y'all, man. If I made y'all money, put one in the chat. Hey, man, I see y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock for the overnight price. Action. I'm gone, man. Yep.